Hey, what's going on, guys? James here, and welcome back to more MotoGP 50 career mode, guys, for part number 26, guys, for the Dutch Grand Prix race. This is it, guys, the main event. Yeah, we're back again for another side video, because I haven't been recording this for a very long time, because I have had a bit of a mental problem, had a bit of a nosebleed, and had some form of mental health issues I had, though. In the past couple of weeks though, since the previous videos I posted in April, but we're back again though. Unfortunately, it's June though. I'm so sorry I've been spending it off for a month or truly then it'll be like a month or a week off though, since I last recorded. But anyway, I'm back again, guys. I hope I'll make some more videos for you though, guys, to make in the future. But yeah, back in the Moto TTS circuit. Wait for round 8. And wait for the warm-up session coming up first. Anyway, so this was constructed all the way back in 1955. The track is 4,542 feet long. Remember, it's 2.8 miles this circuit is, so not like quite longer though as the like a F1 circuit, but it's kind of like the same length in miles than the Sanford circuit, but a bit longer than that. But anyway, here we are then for the warm-up session coming up to the race. We're getting final preparation technicians to get ready for the race. That's all the rider will have to do the final preparation checks to their bikes for 20 minutes and see who's going to get the quickest time and see who's going to dominate it and who's going to dominate throughout the race coming up. By the way, unfortunately, though the track is damp, and unfortunately the track is solid, it's cloudy, there's no chance of rain. The rain is cleared out, there's a bit of a cloud chance there is. It's cloudy, but the track has been raining overnight, and now the track is completely flooded. It's a red damp track, like that's what it's going to be like for the race itself. So we've got the warm session coming up. Then the wind direction is 1.4 miles per hour, it's pointing up north. It's pointing towards northeast. It's pointed towards. The air temperature is 70 degrees Celsius. The track temperature is 23 degrees Celsius, not 23. Got a bit of missensitivity for that, eh? And then the wind speed, yep, I know that. And the direction, yeah, northeast. I already told them about. I already said that though. That the wind spin direction is pointing northeast. Anyway, guys, without further ado, for this Moto 3 round 8. Let's begin this. Unfortunately, in the previous video, I haven't talked about the guy who was in qualifying. Well, what happened was, I was trying to get the best suitable effort and find the most speed and most downforce pressure, and trying to find the limits, trying to find to push some delta, and try to push the bike and try to find a lot of time. But unfortunately, I didn't make that well. But I managed to achieve it a bit better. I got 23rd in practice, but in qualifying I got managed to qualify P16. So that's what I'll be starting on. That's what I'll be starting on in for the race. I'll be starting on row 6 then, so I'll be 16th position. So it was raining, unfortunately, it was damp, but unfortunately it's a damp wet track it is again. But it's not raining, but it's very sunny. The sun has come out, but the track is damp. I wonder if the water flooded, like some trucks managed to flood the whole area with water down. I'm not quite sure what had happened there. Just have a bit of a look. Just have a bit of a thought. Just have a bit of a look. The electrical line's gone a bit flaccid, but I think got a bit of an electrical cable problem, like to have a power cut cable. But I don't really have a lot of electricity go, guys. But anyway, let's warm ourselves up then for the race. So, looking forward to this. See my teammates, Fabio Quattro there on the left, and Jorge Navio on the right. Alright then, so let's all need to all get head out on the circuit then. So let's get out there and do some warm-ups, because what is up with that anyway? But anyway, come on though. If this circuit can hopefully if we can have a comeback drive, if we can get claw away, if we can come back through the pack, we can probably come from the mid pack and probably climb our way back through the field, come our way to see if we can manage to successfully achieve a top 10 finish, to get into the top 10 coming up in the race, and hopefully we'll be back in across the tender for this, like a championship contender or protagonist, and hopefully back in this championship competes and see where I'll be finishing in my first ever MotoGP career in the Moto3 Championship. I'm on wet tire because the track is slippery and it's wet, as I told you so for that then. So unfortunately it's not going to get any drier or thicker than that. So anyway, warm up coming up then, so let's see how we do really well. I know the video's going to be a bit quicker than it's going to be for that. But anyway, we're out on the second one now, guys, and okay, so let's see how we do well around this damp track. And we'll go around on our out lap to prepare our first warm-up lap for this session, for the warm-up session. And because that is the session before the actual main event race itself, before the Grand Prix goes ahead though, in today's video. But anyway, we got this first, so let's do some laps. Okay, when we come through into the final chicane, we're coming up around this TT Moto Aston circuit for the Dutch Grand Prix. And here we go then. Let's go though, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. Anyway, cross the line there to begin our first lap. So let's see if we have found the limits and the preparations that we found in quali. And hopefully we didn't do a bit worse than that in practice that we had then. By the way, you can see my other rider teammate, Fabio Quartararo, in the other Australia Garcia bike as he comes out on circuit. Goes the Frenchman, and he's my first ride breaker. That's my ride breaker to try and beat my teammate in the championship, to try and beat it before he might beat me to it though, and I'll be one up to my teammate though, and I'll come number 2. Well, I'm currently actually driving number 3. I'm actually third driver, presumably, even though there's 3 teams, 3 drivers, 3 riders in this team with the bikes. But anyway, as far as heads out on track then, so probably do some decent amount of pace then. So let's see if we can find the limits to our bike, like we haven't done very seriously bad in practice, that we done badly in the cloudy sky when the track was when the weather was cloudy and the track was dry. And I didn't find any I only got on the trail quickly, and I didn't find any proof of speed, and I had to practice how to do the testing practice before the qualifying so it goes ahead. So that's what I did, and that was back in April, but now it's June though, because it's been a very long time it is then so far, because I've had a bit of sort of mental health problem issues with myself in the past couple of weeks. So probably might have again this video, but I hope sometime. But right now I need to focus on this. Alright, as on our first lap on the warm-up session, so let's say through the final chicane we come through to the right, left, and right kinks chicanes, and heading towards the line. Over the light we come through, and last time it's going to be a 1 minute 55.394. Damn it. That was how terrible, horrific lap that was. Worse than quality, that is. Anyway, well, Six has been talking about too much about Fabio Quartararo, my teammate. But anyway, let's stop talking about my teammate and let's focus on this. So, we're coming up to back of the 2022 champion for MotoGP. We're coming up to Francesco Bagnaia, or Pecco Bagnaia. So I'm closing up to the reigning 2022 MotoGP champion, the Italian Francesco Bagnaia, driving with Ducati. I'm closing up to him then, guys. I'm closing up to him. Oh, he's pulling away from me. That's because the track he's proving I'm a bit slow going through the red part of the circuit then. We need to find some limit then to myself. Then, as we go through to the left kink standard, we come through then. Anyway, round to the right hand, there's a little one-off area then, and just before the gravel, because there's a lot of gravel, sand, grass, and one of a bit of the curbs there. So you need to be careful on the race. You need to keep yourself on the race alive. Otherwise, if you go on the curb, you're going to lose too much valuable time. You're going to lose if you go truly wide off the course, off the track of the circuit, and you will lose valuable, invalidated time. You will lose that. Then you will trigger a penalty point and a track limit warning, and you get your lap time deleted. But that's to do with Formula 1, not for MotoGP. Exactly, because MotoGP, there is a lot of penalty. There is then. Unfortunately, that's happening in the other MotoGP games. I definitely need to get the other MotoGP games, like even 2018 MotoGP APT 90, or the new current version, 2021, 2022, or 2023 though. But unfortunately, that game hasn't released just yet. But I hope I want to try to get the 2022 MotoGP mod done. I hope we get into MotoGP. By the way, on our second lap time, and on our second warm-up lap, we've gone 10th quickest, but we moved down quite a little down. And I think Danny Kennan's gone a bit quicker, and he's posted a slower lap like I had in the quality session. So, hopefully I want to make it to not worse than that, guys. Hopefully not. But coming around through, we come through, and through into the tight left-hand hairpin. This is where I get too slow for this corner, and we've done it epidemically worthily than that, eh? Alright, so we've only got 11 minutes and 45 seconds left on the timer. It says, if you see down the top left hand on the screen, down the on the full screen point. So that's what the TV is made for. So all gone truly right onto the grass I go, off the circuit, and not finding any delta time. Absolutely thrilled. So you can change the technicalities and difficulties to your bike. I think we might. Could we do that? I think I could do that for the race before starting the Grand Prix itself. So I could do that then before I can begin the race. So 11 minutes to go. I'm slightly improving the final part. So I've gone yellow in sector 3. Hope this will be very good. This will be probably very good at all then. Okay. Anyway, going into this tricky left-hand corner. And through heading towards the chicanes, and they'll lead me onto the start fizz and onto the fizz straight. And that'll be our third series lap time. Let's see what this lap will put us then. We'll go slightly improved. We're now only just 2 seconds off from the pace from the leader. The first precision time, the quickest time in the warmup is a 1:51.37. I don't know which rider that is. I think that could be Miguel Oliveira or Danny Cal. I believe it might be Danny Kennedy's gone quicker, like he gone after beating Miguel Oliveira in the KTM rider bike in quali and managed to snatch the physical pole position for the race itself. Oh, I just cut the cord and I see the track limit and I got a penalty. Well, not to worry though. But we done all we could, and wow, that was super quickly faster. But someone posted in a 1:51.187 there. That's absolutely quickly and through. That is. I'm currently P18, so that's 2 positions below where I'm gonna be starting, guys. I mean, 2 positions. Yeah, 2 positions below, because I'm 2 positions above. I'll be P16 to start the race, because only the top 15 riders in this category in MotoGP that eventually score points. So if I can probably get into the top 15, because my worst race was in the second America at Kota, where I fell my bike like twice, and then unfortunately I finished that race in disappointing P14. So that's a horribly disappointing race in America. What I just wanted to forget all about that. For my greatest cause of my memories that I had though. But anyway, at that time in the past few races, but anyway, we're going to head back to the pit and we're going to come out together for a final couple of laps. We're just going to head into the pit and equip the data pubble, which one we're going to equip it into the static, the brake system, the suspension, or even the engine. We're going to find out. We head back into the pit and head to our garage pit box. So we need to do some minor changes to the bike, and hopefully we could try to go quicker than that. We'll drop down to P19 as it says now in the position study on the top left hand corner. We only just 8 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. Alright, so let's equip this data pack into the bike development process. So we've got the brakes, the suspension, the chassis, and the engine. So I think we could get to level 2. Oh, we've got 2 of them. Got another one for quali. We'll put one for the chassis then, and we'll put another one for the suspension. So there will be 2 of them. So that's the suspension and the chassis system level to pack all up to level 2 now, and we've got a handful left to go. So let's see where we currently are in so far. So a lot of riders are faster and quicker than me for the time being. So who's gone quickest overall? It is Danny Kent in the Honda. So he's quicker ahead than Miguel Oliveira, and his Jorge Navio just beating his teammate Fabio Quartararo within the limit. Wow, that's super totally fast there for Jorge Navio to beat Fabio Quartararo within the thousandths of a second, within 1/10 of a second there. But anyway, I want to talk about engineer because so we changed the setup before the race. I think we should do it going into race day though. I propose that we could have But anyway, so with the time exceeded a whole lot then. So we're gonna go for a few more ones and then we're gonna head straight into the race itself. And we'll have a look at the final warm-up. We'll have a look at the warm-up classification by the time we finish these 5 few laps. Let's head back at track again, guys, and do these 5 few push-up warm-up laps we've got to do in this warm-up session before the race coming up itself. Okay, we need to find some more validated speed into ourselves. Otherwise, this will happen though if we don't find any. If we do not warm up the bike though, coming up to the race itself, because if we do that, we'll be going to be slipping down to the back of the pan. We're not going to go find any speed or any grounds to within the upcoming leaders or any riders in front of us or behind us, or maybe we'll have to end it up as a race as going to retire from this Grand Prix. Like, ended up as a race retire and retire from the GP coming up, though. If we have a disappointed race coming up. By the way, for this first lap, unfortunately, due to that slight insecure, I think that would slightly gone me a bit too slow down, but actually, no. Actually, that mistake at the fire chicane on my outlap didn't cost me any valuable huge amount of time already then. So, let's say, okay, approval into the chicane, into the right and into the left hand corner. Following the race as loud as we can do, guys. I'm following the race as loud as I can, though. Come on, gone a bit too wide there, that corner there, that turn. Anyway, into it, hesitating, weaving, straight lines. We had like a different angle, diagonal, straight line there. Anyway, can't wait to see how this race will combine with itself. Anyway, coming down to the dying few minutes of this session, I think we're going to do one more lap of this. We're going to do 2 laps, so this one and the next previous lap. So, proving in all 3 sectors, we're improving our identical line. They're not in grey, but in orange means we are slightly improving. So, let's see what this is all about for me as we go through to the left hand that we come through. Okay, here comes this chicane coming up then. Right into the first. Oh my goodness, my Pierce Patrol managed to rumbling about so much there, and I had to brake quite quickly there. And that time, wow, put on into P10, we're into the top 10, P10, 1.1 second now, wow, we're fine, good job, we managed to tune in to equip the side and the suspension to pad up to level 2, I think that's helping enough. Oh, and there's Miguel Ferreira, unfortunately he's going to start way up ahead of us then, but unfortunately the Portuguese rider, I think he had 2 major incidents in 2023 he had, so thank you guys. Took it up by Marquez in Portimao in Portugal and the Rev Circuit in Spain. I saw those races, and unfortunately, since my family don't have the BT Sport company anymore, unfortunately, I cannot watch MotoGP anymore then. But anyway, this is the last lap of this warm-up session before we go into the main actual race itself then. Venue is going quickly better today. I hope Miguel Ferreira and Taker won't collide and won't make contact, might fall each other and crash some out of this. And they're currently the top 2 leaders in the championship standings as it stands after the Catalan GP won that last race. Since I won that previous race in the Circuit de Barcelona Catalan in my first full year, in my rookie year, like in my debut season with this team, they're like Max Verstappen did in Red Bull. All the way back in 2016 when he made his debut after Daniel was kicked out from Red Bull Racing by Christian Horner, and like Max Verstappen to move from Total Water and in his debut season when the 2 motos crashed out, he went to take home the glory and took his first ever Spanish Grand Prix victory. He actually won 3 now, one in 2016, 2022 last year, and now this year. If you haven't saw it in any other videos just yet, guys, I do say to go check out those F1 races video for the Spanish GP from the previous past though. Onwards though, we slightly improved a bit then on our next lap. I think we didn't find it. It's a 1:52.07 and we still silent P10. And that is it then, guys. That is it. We're just 10 seconds left. That's the warm-up session completely over. So with that, then I'm now gonna hand you over though to the session results for this warm-up session for this Dutch Grand Prix here at the TT Assen circuit in the Netherlands in Holland.
One step nearer the start of the Grand Prix. It just remains for me to remind you to join us again in a few hours and we'll hopefully bring you another great day's racing.
Thanks, commentator, but we're actually coming up to the race itself then. But anyway, take a look at the woman says it was so, and we can see, wow, Miguel Oliveira managed to beat Danny Kent. Well, the Portuguese one of KTM managed to do really better like he did in MotoGP time, though. Even though he has beaten Danny Kent. Look at that, Jorge Neves is just 10 milliseconds off from Danny Kent's second place now. Jorge could have tried to beat him and try to beat the Englishman, the Britishman, in the race coming up then. But anyway, for us, we've managed to. Oh, I think Brad Binder managed to beat us, but we managed to beat any Bastianini within the limit, and Francesco Bagnaia, yeah. So we faced that one that in P11 with 11 quickest in that session, but can we hope we can get into the top 3? Can we hope we charge our way back through the field from 16th on the grid that we managed to set in quali, and hope we trying to score some points in this race? But anyway, we're about to find out. But anyway, since Fabio Quartararo got 4th quickest in that warmup session with Aston Martin and Elise Masbro in 6th place for the French win, number 10. Emma Vasquez 7th, and Nicola Nantali 9th, and Carl Hagley 9th, and two of the Brad Binders. Brad Binder in 10th. Where's the other Brad Binder? Where's the other Binder finish? Darren Binder finished down in 28th. And quickest in that session. But anyway, with all the what they've done their warm-up session laps, with that all sorted then. But anyway, without further ado, let's head towards the Dutch Grand Prix race here at the Moto TT Assen circuit in the Netherlands. But anyway, let's get into it. It's time for the Dutch Grand Prix.
Hello and welcome to the 8th event of the MotoGP season. Today we're here in Assen, where the Dutch Grand Prix will be getting underway any moment now. As you can see, the skies are clear at the moment, but there's still a layer of water on the track surface, and that will give the riders a very hard time.
Sorry about the noise, guy, about this. Because I'm sitting on a study chair I'm sitting on. Yeah, that's this chair I'm sitting on. So here we are then, guys. Finally, it's here. Let's do this. Race day. It's race day for the Dutch Grand Prix here at the Moto TTS circuit. With Danny Kent purposely with Miguel Oliveira on the front row and Fabio Quartararo. With this then, let's do this. We're starting P16, but before we do, we're going to try to do some changes to our bike for the race itself. So can now work on the bikes that direct. So for the suspension, keep it that way, but the spring I think we need to put it a bit up to, so we'll still with the damping, makes the bike precise more unstable. And we're doubting a whole lot more down for the what was it again? The compressor damping. So the handlebars, so normal, but brakes I'm going to the disc two because it's wet. I think we need to the gearboxes will be fine. The gears on the bike will be stay as normal, and yeah, I think we are all set, good to go then. But anyway, then, without further ado, with my riders with me ready, starting 16th. It's time to get into this. It's time to get our track so again and get into this race. It's time for the Dutch Grand Prix here at the Moto TT Assen, not in Zandvoort, but at the Moto TT Assen circuit. Anyway, here's the starting grid then. So Kent's on pole, 1:49.479, and there's me on row 6 then with Loy and Fanetti. We need to try and get past many of these drivers. Some of them are champions, some of them graduated to MotoGP, and some of them might be in Moto2. And unfortunately, some of them, unfortunately, they have lost their lives in the past few years though. But anyway, that's a great setup. Okay, let's do this. Heading into the race start. Okay, we're starting P16. It's an 8-lap race. Okay, let's do that. Let's have a good bike drive. Oh, we've got had the lights here in Assen. Lights are underway for the Dutch Grand Prix in the Netherlands. And it's a terrible start for me, but hopefully we try to make it. Oh no. Looks like otherwise I made an extra good start on the line there. We're heading probably towards turn 1. However, we get away nice and steady then. Yes, we've gone on the curbs a bit. Oh! Managed to bang into some of the drivers there. Headed bang area. Okay, heading towards now, going into the next one. Went into back of Ketty. Sorry, McKetty. John McPhee, there he is. Oh, going really wide. That's like that for you. Get past. Oh, don't let that happen, though, eh? Okay, can I go down the outside of Ketty? Yeah, I'm happy. Yep, I can. I can go alongside John McPhee. Bang wheels on bikes together there as we go alongside John McPhee. Oh, side by side going into the right hand corner, but it looks like who's going to be ahead? I think it's going to be May. Oh, but I'm going too deep there, but I got him. I got John McPhee, guys. Anyway, and I've got the tracks a little bit, but I did lose some precision there. Opposite face of the Taney there to jump in. I'm trying my back for the bit. I'm currently running P12 right now. Next car behind is Brad Binder, the KTM bike. He's already a KTM rider, and he's getting along. He's going to try to get past any Bastianini. I got really deep there. Well, let's look at this battle in front. Jumping through gets part man Lochetti, and I got Perte. That is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic indeed, though. With that going truly wide down, now that's completely with my race. Alright. Oh, we're closing into the back after lose a bit of time, lose a bit of persistence down. On the back of Brad Binder. Well, he failed to make an overtake attempt on any Bastianini then. Okay. Need to be very careful and tidy because it's very difficult to get past these wires one bike at a time, one ride at a time there as we come towards the chicane. Meanwhile, how's the leader doing well in front? Alright, exactly. Oh no, I've gone over the curve, gone through the chicane at the far chicane curve anyway. Oh Lord, we come through. And looks like we're completely doing kind of well. We made up 3 positions we managed to gain. We just lost a position at the start. Oh, look, oh my goodness me. Collapsing the wheels together and track back around. Probably because how did the Yamaha racing giant now? How did the Frenchman? How did my team and my first rival in the championship? In this championship then? The 2021 MotoGP champion managed to get a new all-pro track record. And I go down the inside of Brad Binder around the outside, past the South African, and the head of Alex Masovich, and now on side by side with Enia Bastianini, who's now in MotoGP. Now driving to Caddy, is still recovering. Unfortunately, he missed the first race. And now I'm going to try to get alongside Hank Antolay, and now Carl Hankinen, the Czech Republican rider, in the other KTM bike. And I get past him now, and that's up into P7. That's me, that's us into P7 in this race of this Dutch Grand Prix. I'm doing quite a good compact driver. Next up is Hoya Navi, one of my teammates, up ahead. As we go down into the slippery, difficult, like tight, like 60 or 70, 65 degree turn, straight away then, before we come into another left-hand kink, and then there's a right-hand kink coming up then. I don't want to be plumb last there in this race, although I might come into the race. So, oh my goodness me, the track is really damp and slippery and well. I need to keep my bike steady, otherwise I might fall off, and I don't want to do that, like what happened in the Circuit America's GP at Austin, Texas a couple of years ago. So I could still weighing incredible 7 pounds. Can't have a go on me. The top 6 then are ahead of me. I'm clearly pulling away from me. I'm clearly doing really well in a critical P7 then, guys. Clearly into the chicane we come through. Oh, that's the late heavy braking point there. I need to take it more easy and carefully going through the chicanes while I'm going around this circuit. But anyway, clearly winning 6th place, dedicatedly in the way ahead of Bobby Quattraro, go ahead of the Miguel Third. Then it's Fast Crest 4, Isaac Finn 5th. Then it's Hoya Navia, and it's me in 7th. So that's what these things stands. And then the new track has been posted by Enfer Fast Crowd at 1:50.693. That's a incredible good move there. And meanwhile, there's another ticket. That's Nico Antonelli getting part anybody in. There's an overtake for the lead. As I can, Fabio Quattraro passing out the lead. Come on, Fabio. Go for that win like you won the championship in 2021. Come on, go for the win. I hope you won class. But not for that class with Kevin Jerez in Spain, though. If you remember that video, though.
So they're putting it towards the first corner at turn 1 on lap 7 then. So this is where Danito trying to get past both Fabio Quattraro and Midgely, and he made that stick down, but then I don't know what happened there. Like he completely, I think Fabio Quattraro just put him a little bit aside, and then he fell off his bike, and he got completely excited at the car, and he fell off. Truthfully, look at that. I think Fabio Quattraro just pushed him a little bit aside there, surprisingly, and he fell off his bike. Oh, and a bit of side cut for Miguel Olivier. Good thing they both just might try to avoid him, Dan. Looks like that could be a serious big accident, Dan. I thought Miguel Olivier would be gone with Fabio Quattraro as well, Dan.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's well. Good time. Terrible. Greatest moments in the greatest times in the past, though. Good times, incredible, great racing times I had though. Anyway, so what's the battle gap going has completely turns out to be? But I've got to apply that pedal, but I don't think that pedal will not cause us too bad. I think it will be added to my racing time by the end of the race. I mean, we need to put up a gap, otherwise we're going to lose that persistence there. But I think we'll come to be fine there. We're currently in P7, so I think we're clear not 210. I think Carl Hankinen behind us, and we've gone on slightly wide down at the end of that. As we've gone through that right-hand corner turn, and we've gone onto the curve, and we slide the bike slightly a bit, and we 1.4 seconds, we actually 1.5 seconds back down from our teammate there, as we are coming around this circuit to end lap 3 of this Dutch Grand Prix here at the TT Assen circuit in the Netherlands. As we're currently have a good race battle. I hope my teammate will win this race, and I hope my comeback drive from 16 in the grid is looking surely through as we come on to lap 4 of this Dutch TT race. Then here in Assen, it's DK who's leading the race through. Oh my goodness, I just gone jumped by bike and I'm gone totally wide down. That could give a chance to Carl Hankiner behind me in the KTM to try and make a move. But meanwhile, there's a move going on up ahead. I think that might be my team at Jorge Navia, my other team at Jorge Navia, not Fabio Quartararo. Jorge Navia gets past Isaac Vinales down. That's him up to P5 in this race. While Andy Bastianini gets past Nicola Talea for P9. Well, so it's a good move there for these two. One doing MotoGP, the other one, unfortunately, I don't know where he's gone to. I think he's gone to the Superbike Championship, like the Super Prix Bike Touring Championship, I think solely. I hope so, that he's gone to Jorge Navia. But hopefully, I think he's in from Moto2 still, not Formula 2. He's not in, or maybe going to IndyCar. Woo-hee! Hello, Mom. Okay, so that was my mum that was saying hi. That I think she was back after a WI meeting with my grandma, my granny. Anyway, so we're currently still 1 second off the pace though. We're now at nearly 1.5 seconds now, 1.6 seconds now to Isaac Niles up ahead. I was struggling at the bottom, I'm losing control there. I need to keep the car focusing instead of onto the racing line without going too fast there, guys. I'm going too much speed into myself there. I need to slow down a bit there and try to pick up the pace. Okay, so we have a good compact drive there. We're currently weighing a couple P7, so that'll be fine for us then. So, and Daike just beating the track record then. And I think my teammate is due batting out. He's due batting out for the lead up in front. So, that's insanely. Anyway, the battle going on for 5th place is still going on there between Isaac Vinales. Look at that. With these two battles, I could probably try with them battling that can help me trying to close them down, make them pass on both of them if they make contact together and collide with their own bikes together with their own team. Because they need to play behavior and now with this thing game, guys. We're currently at the halfway point of this race, the halfway stick of this Grand Prix, of this Dutch Grand Prix. With Daike leading the way, had the Fabio Quartararo and Miguel Alves in 3rd, and then I think it might be I don't know who's in 4th part. I think it might be Anthony Vasquez. How did Vasquez get up there so quickly? That he's now closing up. He's going to be helping fight for that position there. Try to get past Miguel Ferro, who's down in P3 after starting the race on the front row in P2, has slipped down to 3rd in this race. I'm getting closer and closer. I'm gaining onto the back of Jorge Navia and Isaac Vinales, my teammate, and the ones for the Husqvarna, not the Mahindra team though, like that one in Formula A. The Husqvarna, like a vacuum cleaner company, Honda, Honda engine company for Japan, and KTM. Well, that like a Dutch livery company for Red Bull racing, or Austrian livery, wherever that's called. Then, anyway, that's the way the cookie crumbles and what this race is all about. Then, eh? Anyway, we're coming down to the 5 rounds. Just 3 laps remaining. 3 laps to go of this Dutch Grand Prix. We're ending lap 5. We're on to lap 6 as possible. 8 laps to this race, and it's Dan Kent who leads the way. Fabio Quartararo is still trying to get that 1st place off from the Englishman. He's still fighting out for that lead, then, and building a gap from 3rd place driver rider Olivia and me down in P7. Vasquez in 4. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Still batting out for that all-point 5th plug. I can probably get cheaper top 5 first then if I get close to the back of them. Okay, through the hairpin. Take it down to the... Oh no, going too deep down the hairpin. How far we clear? We're far from Carl Hankin behind the other KTM bike. Absolutely fine. What's the gap? The Czech Republic, we're only just 1 second clear of Carl Hankin, not 2 seconds or 3 seconds behind. We're actually 1 second behind him now. I mean, we'll fight all right for P7 though in this race. So next time by will be the penultimate lap, and then the next one, and then the lap 8 will be the final lap of this Grand Prix, the very last lap of this race. So Let's see what we can do in these final few laps in this Grand Prix day, guys. Having a good charging comeback from 6th on the grid, made up 9% gain from that spot. Can we make up 11%? Can we make another 2% gain by overtaking these two riders there? There's two scrapping now for that all-point 5th place though in this race. Okay, can I get close to them before the race is over? I can hopefully try, but the track is going to get dried down. But it's still wet in the moment, but it's getting dry because I think the sun is drying out the race to the course so quickly, and I think it's going to get dry by the end of the race. But can I do it? Can I get close to them? Oh, it's very close to the second behind though. Oh, yes. Find the race line nice and truly steadily though, eh? As we go, need to break lately then as possible as we could do though. Oh, and it's still batting now then, so I'm getting closer to them. Getting closer down. Fabio Quartararo, yes! My teammate has taken the lead from Dave Kemp, but will Dave Kemp fight back? Oh. Can my teammate Fabio Quartararo take the all-point glory around this Aston circuit in the Netherlands, in Holland, in the Dutch, in the armoured crowds of Max Verstappen's home race? And I think that Navi still fighting now side by side for that 5th place, and that can give me a good chance to get past both of them. Look at them, right in the thick of them. I'm right in the border of them. And meanwhile, Brad Beers overtaking as a passenger. Brad Beers is also having a compact drive he's having though. I don't know where he started the race, but anyway, he's having a good compact drive. But anyway, he's currently running in a comfortable P9 as he's overtaken but Andy Bassini. I think Nicola Tale's dropped down to P11 this race. Andy Bassini 10th, 9th for Nicola Tale or Lacey Strasbourg, whatever I want to call it. There's Carl Hagen in 8th, 9th, 7th for me, Holy 9th for you 6th, 5th for Isaac 9. Look at that, Holy 9th is going at it again. He's going for that move again, though, like he has in the couple previous few laps. I'm still can't get close to them, and we're only just one more lap, because I just one more lap to go after this one there. This is the penultimate lap of this race, and I can't get close to these two riders up in front. Gosh, Hikesley then, because there's two scrapping up for that all-pointed 5th place in this way. I'm less than a second cleared them in front of them. So they're actually behind me still, but I'm closing down them. Oh, this is gonna be a scrap for that all-point 5th place spot in this way in the last in the last lap. This is it. Oh, yes. Now they're calling nice and totally easy, and and Taike to the lead back from Fabio Quartararo. And Vasquez took the 5 podium spot from Michael Ferrer. A little Ferrer for the KTM bike down to 4, but he was that podium back then. Well, meanwhile, this is the very last lap of this race. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get close to the bugger, but let's do side by side. Oh, please go wide. Please go around the hairpin. Oh, they're still biting that side by side to go through then. Here I come down. Gonna have to make a late time bomb move or not. Very, very close and near to the back of them. Oh, they're getting away. Oh, I'll see about that then. I'll see what I can do here. I'll see what I can do then, guys. Can I make a last charge bomb move? Oh, come on. I just half a second now. Half a second in between these guys. Oh, no. Lost time. Oh. No, I think I'm gonna have to do. There's no way I can get them before the end of the race. I'm closing down on them, but when we're out, there's just a few more corners, tight, twisty corners left to go. Oh, on the curves a bit there. Putting its power so much there on the plateau then. Oh. We're having a good cover drive. Oh, we're getting close to them. Oh, we're faster than them. Oh, here I come. This is going to be like a last lap. Is this going to be like a laser spark grow? Oh, no, I got too deep there. One more corner coming up. That's the case. The fire's the case coming up. Oh, and who's going to win this race then? From the front, then it's going to be Dave Kent. Oh, my goodness me. Dave Kent just took the victory from Fabio Quartararo, and I can't catch up to them. Because what a crazy good job. Look at that. That had been a good side. I mean, they're bumping out there. Because what a great fight between Isaac Niles there and Hoy Navi. We've got that exclamation mark. We've got that word for that penalty. But it's okay. But it doesn't matter though. But we might just. We're off. We're just 7% off from Leah. But we could get close to them. But what a good comeback drive from me. By the way, Danny Kent has won the Dutch Grand Prix, had the Fabio Quartararo, but so close, but missed out by 33 milliseconds. Well, I think that was a close tight well, but I need to look at the replay of that close field between these two riders. Evan Vasquez third, Miguel Ferrer missed out, unfortunately dropped out the pole, was beaten by the Spaniard of Evan Vasquez. Isaac Vinales fifth, Jorge Navio sixth, and me coming P7. Cole Anke in the Czech Republic KTM bike is eighth. Anybody in fifth, he might beat Brad Binder. Wow! Anybody managed to beat Brad Binder at the end. He's been the South African rider. Well, incredible good work there from Fabio. For Brad Binder, and only just one rider retired, and it was the Belgian Olivier Loy, because he started alongside him. But what happened to him? I mean, we need to go a replay of what happened to him. Where did he crash out though? Oh, don't tell me we have another ghost bike though, that we had in the previous way that happened to one of the Italian rider. I don't know who that was. We have another one, so this is what happened though. So we have another ghost bike there, this time for Lloyd there, the Belgian rider. So this is what happened to him. This is what happened at the start of the way, and then where did he crash out from this race? And Lloyd crashed around about there. So this is what happened. So we can't see him, but what happened is he got off, and then I think he got right into the back of someone. I think it was, who was that? Who was in front of him? I believe it was. I need to check who it was. It's not from these riders. I think it's coming from. It was Fiore. So that's what happened to Lloyd. And unfortunately, with nowhere to be seen, he's gone off. He's completely ghosted, and with that, he's out of this race. So yeah, that's the first part there. So let's have a close look at these leaders. So we're not gonna have a last 5 dash 2 laps. So anyway, so this is what happened. This is where Fast. So this is Fast did the 5 post position spot from Miguel Ferrer. So this is how he's done it. So deep dive through to turn 3. Made a move still around the inside of the Portuguese wide. Then with that, he gets ahead of him and get into the podium place to get into third place. But Miguel Ferrer tried to fight back and took that third place back, and he held him up. And did he overtook me again? Let's see. Oh yes, he did. Let's go backwards then on the Easter replay. So he gets alongside on the straight away and gets ahead of him on the outside. Did the straight away and gets back ahead of the Portuguese wide for KTM. And with that, he held him up at the race of race. So that's him. So well done to Enzo Vasquez to get himself onto the podium. So that's a Spaniard on the podium, beating the Portuguese rider to that 5 podium spot for P3 there. Okay, we have paused on this first last lap. So this is the battle for the lead on the last lap of the race. So Kent was ahead, and then my teammate Fabio Quartararo, the Frenchman, went for the move down the inside and take the lead from going into the first corner, and then where did Kent fight it back? So through the next right-hander, and Kent took the lead back from Fabio there. Then goes through to turn 3, and then through to the hairpin. So you can see there's a Vasquez gets passed back at the Miguel Ferrer down, and there's me in the background trying to get close to back on my other teammate, Jorge Navio and Isaac Vinales, but unfortunately I ran out of time there, and I thought I could not catch the I needed one more lap to get past together, or put to visit a couple of P5 to get into the top 5 in this Grand Prix. P5 phase in this race would be lovely for me, but unfortunately I didn't catch the I mean, without penalty points, I managed to finish down in P7, but it's okay. Finish P7, good combat drive, 8 position we managed to gain for that race. That's really incredible, that is. Oh, I think Fabio just pushed Daycare onto the curbs there. Let's see. Oh, we're going a bit too far back. So let's go a bit slow motion. So here it is. So Fabio pushed Daycare aside there, and that pushes the Englishman onto the curb. But the Englishman did not lose any slipstream or straight line speed. He didn't lose. And with that, look at those two batting that for the lead, and look at that side by side going into the left hander. And who got that? Oh, I think it was Fabio has the racing line, but Danny Kent has could they come out to right hand corner of the Kings, because that's where Fabio has his motor over 10. And then what happened next? We're going into the right hander. He made his move and made his pass on my teammate, on my rivalry teammate, Bobby Couture, and get part of the LDRBO wide the Frenchman and take the lead back. Alright, let's this final battle. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this final sprint to the finish. So this is the sprint to the finish. So side by side there, going into the fire sector. Well, Fabio tries to take the lead there, but he can't. Keeps it steady then, and then heading towards the left hand, and then going into the fire chicanes. This is where the race will all settle round up. So look how close this is. Let's see. It was 15 minutes that the gap is. So yeah. So heading towards the line right now, and cross the line, and yeah, look at that. Look at that. For that finish though. Wow. I think this was the last lap of the race. Was this the last lap of the race? I bet it was. Yeah, it was. Definitely was. So, yeah. Wow. Well, extraordinary racing that combat. Well, great driving that is. But I don't know why though. But with that though, I'm gonna take a photo of that. So, in photo mode. Okay, yeah. Not like that though, but I'm going to take a picture with that incredible good driving there from these two, from Fabi Crutcher and Dave Kent there. It will only take for a second though, guys. Okay, I got the picture taken though, but what a incredible good driving there for these two then. With that then, the rest finishes like that though. With that then, so that's where he stands right now. So Dave Kent will extend his championship lead there. Look at the gap that was. So, we can't win the way ahead of Fabi Crutcher there. It's a Honda bike 1, 2, 3 there with all the Honda bikes on the podium. With every fast being out Miguel there for P3 for that 5 spots on the podium there. With Isaac Villanueva and Jorge Navio. Wait, what? Both Fizz that's gonna say a lap time. Wow, but Isaac was the one Fizz ahead of him, but I think he has Fizz ahead of Jorge Navio, my teammate. So did he manage to finish? Did he manage to beat him? Yes, I think he did. Yeah, look at that. He did manage to beat Dan. And here's me coming across the line in Pisa and then giving a handshake there for all posing great for battle then. But what a incredible drive that is. Unfortunately, I couldn't catch up to Dan, and with that I had to set up for some place instead. But anyway, but the win is going for this guy. It's going for this rider over here, Danny Ken, the winner of the Dutch Grand Prix. So, what a good drive, combat drive for me. The 1600 grade I actually made up 9 places I gained from that race. Wow, 9 positions I gained from 1600 grade to face the incredible pizza. And I scored some points though. Just so lucky there to come my way back for the video and finish in the top 10. 3rd place for that race. That's not too bad for me then. But anyway, with that win for Dave Kent, here's how things shaping up in the overall Riders Championship. Dave Kent with that win again. With that win in the Dutch Grand Prix at the Assen circuit, excited his lead in the top of the Drivers' Championship. I mean, the Riders' Championship. With Fabio Quartararo in 2nd place. My teammates do 2nd place still. Well, Miguel Ferrer missed out on a further Travellers boat on the podium spot. For me, I'm staying 4th place with 98 points though. Near into triple digits, triple figures, and into the 3 digits. Just 2 points short of 100 points though. Well, meanwhile, Evan Vasquez, with that 3rd place podium early in that race then in the Dutch Grand Prix, he slightly moved ahead of Isaac Villanueva and Jorge Navia. Got ahead of the two riders that finished ahead of me in that race, and he moved ahead of them and moved over to P5 next race. And now Isaac Villanueva and Jorge Navia are just 2 points separated from each other. So Isaac Villanueva from Vasquez 2 points and Villanueva from Jorge Navia. Further down then, Brad Billis and they played for KTM ahead of his teammate Carl Hanke in 9th, and then he missed Bassini rounding up the top 10. Take a look at the rest of them. So Masabu, John McPhee, Fanetti, Antonetti, Lucchetti, and Honda, the Japanese rider, all scored, but only these lot has yet to score. In the Constructors' Championship standings, Honda extended its championship with a maximum score of 200 points, with KTM in 2nd place, Husqvarna are in 3rd, and Mahindra are in 4th place. I think they're going to finish their lap for the time being. So with that place spot, we might earn 1,920 points for that one. And here's the total fans. Okay, total fans for the game that was supported for me 1,565. Where's objective? 5,144. So that's a total 85,975. And I can extend some credit though. So we might have earned. Wow, that's a lot of credit. So we earned 3,200 credit from we might took credit we might earn for facing P7 in that race in the Dutch GT Grand Prix. And we earned 12,240 and we got the race objective that we needed then. By the way, and we didn't face our team there because Fabio Quartararo and Navia faced ahead of me. But DK is the winner of the Dutch Grand Prix. But for me, it's okay then. Finished nearly under 15 minutes then, but it's okay then.
Next objective is to come out fighting for the positions that really count in the forthcoming races.
Yeah, as always, yes, absolutely though, commentator. With that means, with this done, up next is the Saxon win in Germany for the German Grand Prix coming up then. By the way, a incredible successful drive coming back from P16 to a incredible P7. If you post in the comment section below on where we are in the race in this video, guys, in this video coming up then. But with that then, and the answer is we finished P7 in the Dutch Grand Prix there, guys. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please leave a like and comment down below what you think of this video, and please subscribe to the channel for more of this, and whether you do, don't dislike it, whether you do. Anyway, look at the MotoGP website news, and we can see that Valentino Rossi dominated here at the Assen circuit ring as he took the victory as the 9th time the Doctor champion. The Italian wins again. Rossi is the fastest on the historic MotoGP circuit. Yeah, that 9-time champion and more than 100 wins he has to his belt. Incredible good word for him. Samuel won in Moto2 while Daika does a such good job in Moto3. So did we cheat any certain places? Oh yes, we did. We cheated that in the Spanish GP. The same thing that we had though. Anyway, so here's the progress over. We're going up to the midway points though. So yeah, looking very good and trying to find the pace there. We'll find out there, guys. Hey, by the way, with that being said, then. So with Rossi winning, he takes his lead from his teammate Jorge Lorenzo. Marc Marquez is currently in P3, and his teammate Daniel Pedrosa is just behind him for with Andrea Di Vizioso for the Ducati team for the Italians in 5th, with Cal Contro in 6th, and Andrea Iannone in 7th, with Lacey Spargo 8th, Marvin Vinales is in 9th, and his Spargo's brother Poe in P10. And in the Moto2 Championship, Sam World wins again. With that, he's extending his lead in the overall championship with Tito Rabat in second place in the number 1 spot in the Calex. Johannes Sarko is in 3rd with Jonas Flogger heading to his home Grand Prix next up, with Axel Reigns in 5th and Thomas Lutfi in 6th from Switzerland. Anyway, yeah. Well, that is that then, guys. Well, successful combat drive for me there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video if I were you for that Dutch Grand Prix race. We might have had a successful combat drive from 16th on the grid. We managed to qualify in the Netherlands. And we then had a combat drive. We made up 9 positions we managed to gain throughout the whole way for this 8-lap race around the Dutch TT Assen circuit. And with that, we managed to achieve another 7th place finish in that comfortable way. And with that, I don't know how many points we've earned, maximum like 10 or 13 or 12 championship points to be earned. That's a successful stop from me. Or now we managed to earn for that race then, guys. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, then that's wrap things up then for the Dutch Grand Prix, guys. Very good. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it for you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't not just yet. I do say go check it out right now. And we'll be back next time now for the German Grand Prix. Next race is in Germany. The next race, we're off to the Sachsenring circuit. The Motorrad of Deutschland. Joyceland. By the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching this video if I were you. By the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this so much as I do to myself, James Warnings. But apart from that, thank you guys so much for watching. But until then, I will thank you very much for watching this video, and we will be back next time. But anyway, that's all for now. We'll see you next time.